Good evening, everyone. The Escanaba Eskimos are playing softball for the first time in more than a week, and they entertain the Kingsford Flippers at LeBaron Park. Escanaba won the first game 9-0, so let's go to game 2, where defense was the name of the game early. Aubrey Saunders to left field. Abby Tomasowski crosses the foul line and makes the catch. Next, Kingsford's Maggie Strello will smack that one to third. Nice play by Maddie Griffin for the force, just like J.J. Lavalette would have done a couple of years ago. Sydney Wickman tries the bunt. Taylor Sigorski lays out and gets the uniform dirty, making that catch. We're tied at 1 in the third inning. Time for some offense? Sure, bases loaded for Sigorski. And this one looks like it's going to hit the white car behind the sign. A grand slam. Escanaba leads 5-1. They go on to sweep the doubleheader 11-1. Also in high school softball, Norway takes 2 from Ishpeming, 6-1 and 10-0. Gladstone and Rapid River split, Braves 2-1, Rockets 11-1. Brittany Schwartz had a couple of homers for the Rockets. High school baseball, Hancock, a couple of nail-biters over Lance, 4-3 and 6-5. Also, Gladstone takes 2 from Kingsford, 11-2 and 12-2. Boys tennis, Iron Mountain comes to Marquette County, goes home disappointed. Ishpeming 5-3 and Westwood 7-1. Also, Kingsford gets past Escanaba 5-3. Negaunee defeats Gladstone 8-0, and Munising does the same to Gwynn. In track, the win meet, Westwood, Ishpeming, Negaunee. Negaunee girls win. Ishpeming second, Westwood third. Clara Johnson and Chloe Norman led the way for Negaunee. Marissa Mino and Katie Lohman helped pace Ishpeming. On the boys' side, Ishpeming the winner with, or I should say Negaunee the winner with Ishpeming second and Westwood third. For Negaunee, Colton Yesney and Michael Pizziola took charge. Isaac Olson had a couple of wins for the Hematites. A triangular in Iron Mountain, Escanaba over Gladstone and Iron Mountain on the girls' side, although for the Mountaineers, Olivia Barudi and Taylor Tallarico had a number of victories. Leo Wolfer won the 2 distance races for the Braves. On the boys' side, Aaron Bolo and Charlie Gerhart paced the Mountaineers to a 2-point win over Gladstone. Adam Bruce won some distance races for the Braves, Escanaba third. Over in Kingsford, another triangular on the girls' side, Houghton gets past the Flivers and West Iron County. For the Flivers, Olivia Allen won 3 dashes. Annabelle Needham won the 2 distance races for Houghton, and Kara Minette had a couple of wins for the Gremlins. For the boys, last event, Houghton wins the 4x400 relay to win. Clayton Sand had the 1600 and the 3200 as well. Brian Schramm won the shot put and discus for West Iron County. To golf. The Kiwanis Invitational changing venue this year because of the tree damage at Wawanawim. They played at Chocolate Downs. 5th hole, short par 3. That's Negaunee's Carter Mason with a chip for bird. He settled for par. He was the medalist with a 73. Next group, Ben Strong of Houghton sliced his tee shot to his right, leaving him a little bit of a chip for birdie. Not bad. He's in contention there. And moments later, Anthony Matson barely lets me pan the camera over, but he had a pretty good chip as well. Strong would roll in his putt for the par 3. He finished 4th with a 77. Manastique's Louis Berry was 3rd. To group number 3, Trevor Cheetah of Hancock from the tee. A very kind bounce will put him in good position for a birdie opportunity. And right down the middle of the hole this one went. He ended up 14th with an 83. He did not pay me to follow him around the rest of the course. He should have. Trevor Anderson, a nice chip for Norway. That would lead to a par. On the results, Escanaba, 13 shots better than Negaunee. Calumet, 3rd. Johnny Kozitsky of Escanaba was the runner-up with a 75. On the girls' side, we caught up with them not too far from the clubhouse. In fact, we found them on the 18th green. This is Escanaba's Paxton Johnson chipping. And she would sink the following putt for par. She was the medalist with a 77. Munising's Bailey Downs. Good speed, because a quick downhill to start that putt, and good direction. She was in 8th place with 897. From the next group, Houghton's Karen Liston with a par attempt. She was second on the day with an 81. A two-team battle. Houghton 3 shots better than Escanaba, 368 to 371. Manistee was a distant third at 473. The NMU women's golf team stands in 7th place after 2 days of the NCAA Division II Super Regional East Tournament taking place in Canton, Ohio. Indianapolis has a big lead, 24 shots over Grand Valley. NMU is in 7th place. Carol Else tied for 17th individually at 155. That's 11 over par. Marquette's Avery Rochester, a rougher day. She had an 86. The Michigan High School Athletic Association has announced several changes following its recent spring meeting. The big one in the Upper Peninsula, 8-player football. It's moving to 2 divisions this fall. Both championship games will be played during the same weekend at NMU. The girls basketball semifinals and finals, which have been at the Breslin Center in East Lansing for a dozen years, will move to Van Noord Arena on the campus of Calvin College in Grand Rapids. This change is due to Michigan State trying to host first and second round NCAA women's basketball tournament games. Next year's boys basketball finals are still scheduled to be at the Breslin Center. The team wrestling finals have been contested the last 2 seasons at Central Michigan University. Those finals will now begin at least a 4-year engagement at Wings Event Center in Kalamazoo. And this one's interesting. Ford Field will be configured for placement of up to 20 mats covering approximately half the football playing surface for the individual wrestling finals. Now this takes over from the Palace of Auburn Hills, which has been the host since 1999. The tournament schedule will be adjusted on next March. Finlandia softball team just won the American Collegiate Athletic Association League Championship over the weekend. They split with the State University of New York at Canton, losing 11-4, but bouncing back to blank Canton 8-0 to take the crown. Lions freshman pitcher Cassandra Avila was named the most valuable player. And in hockey, Cale Markham has joined the Finlandia hockey team. He was from Houghton High School.